Hi. Hello, people. Okay, here we go. Promise to do it today. Get my information out there on why I believe diet is important. And I'm sure a lot of you are going to like this, right? A lot of people, it is important, but a lot of people think, there's people like Jack Cruz that say magnetism, light, and other things are more important than diet. And I was of that belief as well. I've been swaying to and fro with this idea. Is diet as important as a lot of people think? Or is it about other things, light, magnetism, what Dr. Jack Cruz talks about? Now, I think health is holistic. There's a lot of emotional components that are huge to health. There's spiritual components that are huge to health. Having a purpose, huge. Fixing your brain in terms of how you see life, being empowered, realizing that you've been created, empowered belief systems, believing in abundance are helpful towards health. These are major, massive things, yeah? Absolutely massive components. There's the physical, mental, emotional, spiritual. All these three are huge. But I'm going to talk to you about spiritual. That's not my mastery. I do it, but it's not something I can get the mechanisms down. It's too big for me to take on. It's just not my mastery, spiritual, emotional. I do that work separately. But I do want to say that I used to think diet was important, then I went towards the Jack Cruz side, thinking that it wasn't, but now I understand 100% why diet is fucking huge towards health. It's huge. As long as, it's as simple as this, as long as any food or drink you put in your body is either acidic or alkali, right? And it's as simple as that. As long as they create either acidity or alkalinity within your body, diet is always going to be important, because that's the key. That's the absolute key. I know it's simple, this happening, but once you start doing the protocols of alkalinity and maximize your alkalinity, you'll see the abundance of health from your brain. You're starting to feel amazing. That's how you know acid alkali is legit, and it is literally that. It's as simple as acid versus alkali. In order to be as healthy as possible, you want to alkalize. Yeah, because society is set up in such a way that the majority of people get diseases. The two reasons, actually it's just one reason. They're acidic. They've got bad negative force, which is creating acidity. They're shallow breathing, which is creating acidity. They're not exercising their body. There's stagnation within the blood and the lymph. There's acidity. It's all acidity that's causing the people around us to get diseased. And to break it down even further, with acidity comes a lack of oxygen. Okay? Acidity equals lack of oxygen. This is simple but fucking true. Acidity equals lack of oxygen. Alkalinity equals a lot of oxygen. Oxygen actually is the primary cause of disease. Acidity and oxygen. I repeat this message for myself and you guys. Wahlberg knew this about cancer. He said that cancer can only survive in an can only thrive in a low oxygen acidic environment. Yeah, it's not just cancer though. It's every single disease. And it's also when you start alkalizing yourself, as I'm doing already. I mean, I've got my mechanism that how I know this stuff's legit. My age urine, super alkaline, way beyond bicarbonate soda alkaline, which I drink every day. That's how I know I come to this idea that this is legit, man. I'm flooding my body with oxygen. Link. High alkaline just makes you fucking happy because that's the state of the body. The body wants high alkaline to buffer against the acidic state that we put ourselves in by eating the wrong foods, eating too much, not exercising, and not looking after our body, right? It is literally as simple as that. You've got to focus on oxygen and getting this oxygen inside you. And the best way to get oxygen inside you is from this stuff, man. It's the best. There's loads of ways, though. But anyway, I'm digressing a little bit. So that's it. Diet is the most important thing, or it is one of the most important things, as long as it creates either acid or alkaline within you. And if it's not fruits, and if it's not those non-starchy vegetables, it's acid, and it's going to create a little bit of problems down the line. And solutions. So I'm not perfect with my diet, so I'm eating acid foods, acid processed junk, I guess. But you can do strategies to mitigate it and make your body more alkaline, right? So you can do fasting. You can do intermittent fasting daily. Very powerful, yeah? Not doing what everyone else does, eating constantly, not giving the digestive system a rest. You can work on very small things like intermittent daily fasting of 12 hours, 14 hours. That's not a lot to ask, is it? You already sleep for 8 to 10 hours a day, so you just add on a couple of extra hours in the morning and then you've done intermittent daily fasting. What that does the intermittent fasting of just very small amounts is it alkalizes the body. It puts the body back to perfect homeostasis of pH. The pH levels of the blood, the cells, and the mitochondria gives them back to its neutral state, where your body can function efficiently. So that's one tactic you can do. Intermittent fasting. Fasting as well for longer periods. Holy shit. That's going to return your body to alkalinity, flood your body with oxygen. Yeah, so do that because the body wants to do that. It can't do that when you're putting acid in there. You know, it really can't. And if you want further evidence of what I'm saying, there's a way to test how much oxygen is in your body right now. And Dr. Buteyko knew about this. I'm sure you guys know about the Buteyko method, breathing method. If you don't, look up this guy. I did a post on it yesterday. I'm reading the books on him, and he determined in the 60s, he was a fucking genius, absolute master. But he determined that the way that an organism finds out how much oxygen is in its body is by holding your breath on the exhale and seeing how long you can hold your breath after a normal exhale. And that's how you determine how much oxygen is in your body. Now, the less oxygen you had in your body, he noticed, the more likely you were to get diseases, the more likely that you had diseases. Right? So I do these every day, these Buteyko methods, breath holds, and I vary in how long I do it. So I can tell, get this, I can tell how oxygen is in my body on a daily basis, how I'm doing with my health, based on not just how I feel, on the Buteyko method. I can tell by how long I'm lasting of my breath holds. Now let me tell you, this stuff, which is highly alkaline, if I drink that every day, my breath holds get really long. If I do a urine fast, I did a 52-hour urine fast recently, my breath holds when I did them were incredibly long. After I've eaten food, junk food, like my 1 meal a day, a couple of hours afterwards, my breath holds are very short, because I've just eaten loads of acidic foods. My breath holds in the morning, after I've done my 1 meal a day, I do my 1 meal a day in about 1 to 2 o'clock in the evening. The next morning when I do my breath holds, after that 1 meal a day, because the gap is like 20 hours, or 22 hours in, I do it as soon as I wake up in the morning, my breath holds are very long. They're extremely long when I take some of this. It's magic. Fresh urine does it as well, but not as long as aged urine. Why do my breath holds last longer when I'm doing aged urine, or doing a urine fast, or fasting? Because in all three of those processes, my body is is either getting flooded with oxygen, it's alkaline, or with the fasting, my body's returning to pH homeostasis, alkaline. Basically, my body's getting flooded with oxygen when I do my when you do intermittent fasting daily, even small amounts, 14, 16 hours, you're basically giving your body oxygen. You're alkalizing your body. That's key. I don't hear many people talk about that. I don't hear many people talk about that. When you do fasting, even for short periods of time, intermittent fasting, you're giving your body a chance to return to homeostasis. You're also alkalizing your body when you fast, especially the long ones. Holy shit, you can really dig deep into alkalizing and maximizing the pH, getting the pH perfection of each organ of the body. Each organ of the body needs a different pH, right? The stomach needs more than the brain needs more. But it returns everything to factory settings when you do a long fast, a urine fast or whatever. Yeah, that's pretty much all I want. I just want to make a quick video there about the diet, and it is really important. As long as acid and alkali is the factor, and it is, as long as oxygen is the primary reason why people are getting diseases, simple as that. And alkaline is more oxygen for you. Acidity is less oxygen. Think of this: if you're always eating meats, dairies, and processed foods, and that's all you're eating, and you're eating too much of those foods, like everybody else out there, that's what they're doing. They're eating their meat, they're eating their garbage, they're eating 2 meals a day. That's way too much to me. That freaks me out now. Probably sounds normal to you guys, but 2 meals a day is fucking way too much. But they're not doing that. They're doing 3 meals a day, plus meats, plus dairy, plus snacks in between. Never fasting. What do you think that's doing? And never exercising. That's acidifying their body like crazy. What does that mean? It means when they do the Buteyko breath hold, they won't be able to last very long. It means they are fucking unhealthy. Do you know what it means? Their body's acid, and they're starving their cells, mitochondria, of oxygen. They're like, look at this. Their body's so acidic that it's choking the cells. It's asphyxiating the cells. They can't breathe. The cells, the mitochondria, the trillions inside you cannot breathe. It cannot breathe if you're just constantly throwing meats and food and processed crap at it, and never fasting and never exercising and never getting sunlight, and never grounding, and never sun gazing, or just never doing that shit. If you're never doing that shit, you're acidifying your system. The way to look at it, and the way I look at it, and this is key, is you're drinking your cells to death. They're dying. They can't breathe. They need oxygen to breathe, yeah? The cells of your body, the cells, the nerves, the muscles, the tissues, every part of your body, from the tiniest mitochondria cell to the big organs, they all need, the skin, they all need oxygen. And if you're acidifying, fuck me, you're starving yourself, you're drowning yourself. And that's why diet's important, because yes, you can acidify your body by your toxic thoughts, by not exercising, by not getting sunlight, by being about negativity. You can acidify that way, but probably the most common way people acidify is through this process of putting foods up through our mouth, right? And drinking. Eating and drinking is probably the most common way. That's why diet's important, because every food or drink you put in has either alkalinity into it, or acidity, or pH neutral. I mean, even distilled water is slightly acidic, but I still think that's good. But this stuff, woo, this one whacks you out, man. This one gives you a high. I actually challenge anyone not to drink a little bit of the old aged, like even 1 week old, and not feel the deep breath that comes from the transformation in how you feel from drinking it straight away. It's very fucking powerful stuff, and it'll give you loads of energy, because that's where you get our energy from. We get our energy from oxygen primarily. Yeah, when you get lots of oxygen in, it gives your mitochondria the energy it needs. That's how mitochondria makes energy, ATP, from oxygen. It's the Krebs cycle. Very simple stuff, yeah. You know, it's very exciting. And, yeah. Oh, I'll ask questions. Hey, Adam. Hey, Athena. Yo. Too good. We're fucking good here. We're all learning together, innit? Yo. Yeah, Fabian, man. This is 100% true, innit? Like, it would always be important, diet. But you can mitigate it, you know? You can... I don't want to say this, but... I mean, you can eat garbage and just fast a lot and still return to alkalinity and be highly functioning, and you know, you don't have to be perfect with this process. I'm not perfect yet, and I don't think I ever will be. I don't think I want to. That's not my mission. My mission is to find out what works. It's just the little things, and then try and work out what's the most important. And fasting, to me, I mean, there's 3 things. Aged urine, powerful as fuck. Fresh urine also. All those different modalities of taking out the nose and drinking it. Massaging it in, but then there's fasting as well, and fruits as well. Fruits will get you there. Fruits is a nice, slow little alkaline thing. It's definitely not acidic. It's probably the only food, apart from a few vegetables, that can alkalize you, so keep you high. Fruits will keep you in a nice, steady, alkaline state. It's just, this will take you to that state much quicker. I mean, like, seriously quicker. I think it's insane that people aren't doing it. In my world, and many people that do aged urine, it's just insane that people won't go there. The benefits too powerful. I see it straight away every single time. Every single time I take it. It is really what Fabian says, the saviour of mankind. I think I adopted that phrase from you, and you know, it's very true. Yeah, man, sad diet is very sick. And people, do you know what? People think it's woo-woo as well. There's a guy on YouTube that promotes meats, and it's quite a big thing for the meat eaters, called Spherage or something. And the meat eaters keep, you know, posting it to me all the time, saying, in fact, one of the videos, this Spherage guy is very popular with them, obviously, as their excuse to eat meat. He said, acid alkali is bullshit. And, you know, I know now from my own direct experience, I know that is wrong. That alkali and acid is everything. Diet is important, but it's acid alkali. Acid alkali is everything, because acid alkali just means more oxygen, less oxygen. And most of us get diseases, because I'll repeat this message again, lack of oxygen and acidity, hand in hand. Alkalinity, high oxygen. Acidity, low oxygen. And lack of oxygen is just, it's crazy. People don't even breathe properly nowadays. We've forgotten how to breathe like babies, so we have to do breathing exercises, including myself, to learn how to get more oxygen into our body. We have to do this shit, because we've forgotten, because we got stress as pubescent adolescents and carried on that stress into adulthood. You know, we got money issues, we got relationships, we've got life issues, we've got people that don't like us around us. You know, the world is tough, man. So we're all acidified as fuck, our bodies. That's why we gotta take protocols. We gotta get the diet down. We gotta eat less. We gotta fast. Alkalize with fasting. Alkalize aged urine. Do fresh urine. Do a urine fast. Do a juice fast. Wow, there's so many methodologies to alkalize your body. But don't forget that alkaline is everything. And I want to add one more thing. Fabian is right here. I don't think there is such thing as alkalosis. As in, people do get it, but it's very hard to do. I haven't done it yet, and I drink like 250 mils today of age urine. Fabian's done 300 mils, so I'm going to burn 400 mils, which is a lot of urine at pH, what, 12 or something? Come on. It's very hard to get alkalosis, and very easy to be acidosis. Very easy. You know, I believe Dr. Morse is right, by the way, about acidosis and lymph, and acidosis being a serious disease, and what he's saying about soft drinks being pH 2, like the same as battery acid. Every time you drink a soft drink, you know, that's to me, soft drinks is one of the worst food or drinks you can eat, period. Because acid and alkali is everything. pH 2, not a little bit acid, it's major acid. And kids and adults drink soft drinks like there's no tomorrow. Forget about the sugar, that's bad, yeah. There's a lot of bad things about soft drinks, but the worst is it's acid as fuck. You know, and that's going to pull anything acid, that extreme acid like that is pulling your alkali reserve system. You've got a buffering system of calcium in your bones, they say. That's, you know, we've got a lot of calcium in our bones that is going to be called upon when we drink and eat too much acid meat, too much acid dairy, too much acid soft drinks especially. So that's going to leach the calcium to neutralize, to return to homeostasis. It's going to leach calcium from our bones. And what do you think that's going to do? That's going to create osteoporosis, arthritis. We ain't got an ounce. People are burning up their alkali buffering systems like crazy. And that's the cause of disease. There's no alkali in our body. We're burning it up, man. We're burning up the calcium. We can use this as the alkali buffering system, and then, you know, leave the calcium in our body for fucking another day, yeah? To live for another day, to fight another battle. And, yeah, man. Oh, yeah, Toss, mate, yeah. You're hardcore. So there's another way of taking age urine, which I haven't tried yet, which you have, and I will get around to one day, which is injecting age urine. I think that's the ultimate. Like, I talk about drinking it and up the nose as the ultimate age urine. There's just so many. Age urine enemas are powerful, but there's a level above, which is injecting it straight into the bloodstream. Fresh urine, one thing, but age urine straight into the bloodstream, and yeah, Thomas has talked about that, and fucking, whoa, that's like, I know, that's going to be crazy shit. It's like ozone, when people inject ozone into the bloodstream, you get it, you know, that's crazy, but age urine injected directly into your bloodstream, if you're unhealthy, that would create the most extreme detox reaction you'll ever seen, so you've got to go slow with that. But I think people like Thomas and people like me will be alright. Injecting age urine into the bloodstream, we'll just get like high from it. We won't get a detox as bad as normal people that are unhealthy. You've got to be careful as well with this stuff. I built my health up slowly. I'm not a beginner anymore at a detox. I've gone through some fasting and detox and really dug deep and drawn toxins out of my system. So yeah, that's why I can take 200 mils and 300 mils of this stuff without having a detox reaction too bad anymore. But other people can't. So go slow, and if you start experiencing bad things from it, like a hexacular reaction, detox, as it pulls things up, then, you know, take your time, don't rush things, you know. Life is an adventure. Detox is an adventure. It's the most fun, healthiest fucking adventure, I think, the most fun experience in the world for me, for real. Because I'm learning, you're learning, I'm helping other people, I'm learning about my body, this masterwork, this masterpiece, yeah, the creator or creators or consciousness created for me. It's very beautiful. It makes me very grateful, and I feel like it's such a worthy mission to look after this temple. Yeah, to me, there's nothing more worthy in life for real than looking after the temple. It's so beautiful, and helping other people look after their temples in small ways. You know, I don't expect everyone to be like me. Other people don't expect everyone to be like. We're all at different levels, so we got to start from where we are. You know, I worked my way up to this point. I'm still not where I need to be in my health, but I've got to keep working slowly, comparing myself to myself, my previous self, because I remembered what kind of mind state of depression I was in and how unhealthy I was. Same with you guys. You shouldn't be comparing yourself to people like me. You should be like thinking, well, this is my body. You're the one that knows how you feel, so you should improve upon how you feel, or quickly improve upon how you feel. There's no quick fix, they say in the food world, in the world of health, but actually there is a quick fix. There actually is a quick fix. I've seen so many posts today saying, oh, there's no quick fix in, it's funny, it's maybe synchronicity. People are like, oh, there's no quick fix in the health community. Actually, there is. This is the irony, this is the fix you're ever going to see. You're going to know as soon as you because no food or drink ever makes you breathe so deep upon taking it. No food, fruits are great, by the way. You'll feel good from them, but not as quick as this. This is magic. It's absolute magic. Golden magic. It's alive. It's a live thing. You can't kill it. Once you contain it in a plastic or glass bottle, it just keeps on growing in power. You can't actually kill it. It's like consciousness. I think Monica talked about this. I really liked her post a few days ago, and she said that the urine is your consciousness. Consciousness doesn't die. When we die, we carry on. Our consciousness lives. Well, this is a piece of us. This doesn't fucking die. That's why it ages and becomes more powerful. It doesn't fucking die. You can't kill it. As long as it's contained, it just gets more crazy, more alkaline, more oxygen, and it's so beautiful, right? It really is. And it is the saviour of mankind, I agree. Yeah, Carlos, mate, don't worry. Yeah, there's always lines, and I don't think there is a line for me. That's cool. I'll get around to it at some point. But yeah, I understand people drawing a line. There's, you know, there's a point that it's so healthy anyway, you don't really need to go to... I only do it for experiments, and, like, I'm sure you on your last legs, literally, hopefully some of you would actually, you know, be willing to inject something like that into you. Yo, alright then, so that's it guys. Yeah, just remember diet is important, and if you make the wrong food choices, that's okay. Just have solutions and mitigation strategies to counteract the acidity you just put in your body, because every wrong food choice and quantities, it's not just wrong food choices, it's amount. So you could make a wrong food choice but eat too much of the wrong thing, yeah? So that could have make you major acid. Just have alkaline buffers like this. This will help mitigate any mistakes that you make. It helps me with mistakes I make, and on days when I don't make a mistake, it just enhances me so that I can, you know, get my thoughts out to you guys and be as sharp as hell. So yeah, do what you can. Remember that acid alkali is everything. You will know this in your heart. You will logically hear what I'm saying. You won't know this logically unless you actually experience it. You go on fruits for a period of time, you will experience what alkalinity feels like. If you fast for a period of time, you'll experience what alkalinity is in your body. If you do aged urine with your food, even your acid foods, you do aged urine with that, you'll experience what alkalinity and high oxygen does for a period of time. And on that note, that's it. I just wanted to get that message out there, and to repeat to myself, because it's that important, it's that simple. I'm always going to break it down the simple way, because that's how my brain is. I am a very simple person. So let's stay healthy, and yeah. Right, peace, and keep drinking your piss if you're one of those people. Age it. Start aging it today. Alright, peace.